the stage is slick, he's cool, and like you, he's underage. Please put your hands together for Charlie Thomson.
Thank you for the applause. That was wonderful. Thank you. So I'm one of those people who's always sick. And when I say sick, I don't mean like sick. I mean like conveniently sick. Like, if you think about it, being sick is the easiest way to get out of any social obligation. Just think about it. Like, if you give an excuse like my pet was hit by a car or I had to attend a baptism or something, like, people are gonna question you. But if you're like, I'm sick, nobody wants to know. No one. People think that if they ask, they're going to get the sickness themselves. They're like, it's like fumes coming out. Like, people just, like, you're like, I'm sick. They're like, great, sorry, can't come. And that's it. It's the end of the exchange. But, like, my friends, I have some friends who, like, force me to do stuff. And so, like, I don't like to be social. And so they'll invite me out to stuff and I'll crank up my allergies and I'll leave whatever like activity they planned early. And then like 20 minutes later, they're walking down the street and who do they see coming out of the new Jennifer Lawrence movie with a completely new group of people? Me. That friend who's no longer classified as your friend. I'm now number like 42 on your don't call list. And I see you and I go white and they're like, they give like that Jack Nicholson like, I can't believe you sort of look. Like, that's me. And like, it's nothing personal against you. It's just like, it's just the way you are, you know? Like, what do you say to the friend that you see? Do you say it's not, it's just you? No! You do what America has been failing to do for hundreds of years, and you run! You leave the conflict! You don't associate yourself with something that's not your business, and so you run! And that's what I do every single time. I see someone, I have an awkward exchange, I bolt! I'm gone! And this is my way of living now. This is how I live my life. But my friends are very, they like very certain things. Like, I have friends who only watch horror, action, and Quentin Tarantino movies, which, by the way, deserve to be a genre all of themselves, because those movies are messed up. And they need to be in a genre of themselves. They cannot be associated with anything else. Like, Pulp Fiction is 10 different genres. But then there's them, and then there's me, the chick flick guy. Us chick flick guys are a very small demographic of the male population. But we live day by day just like you. Who knows, you may be sitting next to one. Are there any chick flick guys in the crowd? Woo! There's like 2, which is understandable. All of you are shy, and you need to stand up. But like, I realized that the reason why I love these chick flick movies is because my mom and my sister forced me to watch them when I was really little. And it was like this tissue-filled emotional escape from reality for them and like purgatory for me. Because I was stuck between reality and Drew Barrymore's short-term memory loss. That movie was the last bearable movie in Adam Sandler's career. Yes, I'm gonna applaud that. I don't care. I don't like Adam Sandler. Ooh. Now you don't like me. So, anyway, I realized that I'm building up like this mental collection so that later in life when I have a girlfriend, because it can happen, it's possible, that's not even a joke. That was 100% serious. And like, but no, I mean, I found the way to a girl's heart. I found it. And here is what it is for you single fellas out there. If you sing a little bit of Rent, just in anywhere, just you're sitting in like work and you're in the cubicle and you start going, 520,000. There will be a angelic choir of girls, children, men, everyone going 600 minutes, and everyone just starts clapping. It's a gospel choir, and you have made everyone your friend, and everyone loves this. And so, like, I was in class because I'm a child, and so I was. I don't know if you've noticed, I have acne, so. And I don't have any friends, so I'm basically a teenager, and so. I was sitting in class, and I was writing something on the board, because that's what they still do nowadays. And so, I was writing something on the board, and I started going like, 525,000. And like, my teacher goes, and everyone, like the guy standing next to me and the girl standing next to me go, 600 minutes. And we're all singing Rent, and it is beautiful, because I'm a theater kid, and we love when people sing Rent. That's the way to a theater kid, sorry, especially. But there's going to be a time, getting back on track, there's going to be a time when my girlfriend is going to want to watch a movie. And she's going to be like, I want to watch a movie, and I'll have Netflix queued up, and I'll be like, The Notebook or The Proposal. And there will be pigeons and fairy dust. Because that is how I roll. That is my style. But getting back to sickness. Not that we really left it with the whole chick flick thing. But I can't talk about sickness without mentioning at least once the Neti Pot. Does anybody know the Neti Pot? Yes! So you understand where I'm coming from. So the Neti Pot, for those of you who don't know, is like this magical accessory that you can use if you're ever sick. And when I say magical, I mean like if Satan designed pottery. Like it's this... It's this little blue plastic teapot, and you fill it with warm salt water. It's always great words to have in conjunction with each other. Warm salt water. It's like a bath. So you put it in this weird, like, Delta Airlines container, and you put it up to your nose, and you pour it, and it comes out your other side of your nose. Oh, you guys can stop eating, it's fine. The Neti Pot is sickening to everyone. But so, like, I've been doing this because I've been sick, and I realized that I can't stop. Like, I have an addiction. And, like, the alcoholic has the flask. The pothead has the bong. I have the Neti Pot. I feel like there should be a rhyme in there, like, alcohol gets flask, pot has the bong, I have the Neti Pot, you're doing it wrong. Like, just something in there. But like I'll, whenever I look in the mirror when I go to do my Neti Pot, I don't see a man anymore. I see a shadow of a Neti Pot head. Sometimes I'll wake up on the street after a night of heavy Neti Potting, and I'll sit up and my sinus is perfectly clear, and I'll feel under my nose, and all these little salt crystallized, and I'm like, I have a problem. And I'm getting help. I'm seeking help. There's a doctor, Dr. Neti Pot. He's Irish. But like, here's a story about the Neti Pot, just to express how vulgar and nasty the Neti Pot is. So, when I was like 9, I was in A Christmas Carol at the Chatham Playhouse, and I was the critical role of Boy in the Street. I made up a name for myself in that show. I was like, I'm Andy! And so I was a sad child, making up names for myself. But anyway, if you're not a theater person, you don't know this, but rehearsals are very arduous and long. And so I was like, I am so bored right now. And so I called my dad and I was like, I'm sick. I have the flu. And so my dad has like this sixth sense for fake illness. Like he smells it through the phone. He smells it on me when he comes to pick me up. He knows the sickness smell. And so he picks me up and he's really pissed. And he drives me home and he brings me to the bathroom and he points the neti pot and says, do it. I was quite taken aback by this. I was like, you want me to what? He was like, if you're really sick, then do the neti pot. And so, me being the tough 5th grader that you see before you, except it's 4 years later, and master method actor, I did it. That's right! You can applaud that! Go ahead, applaud! And I more or less cried my way through it, but like a man. Thank you.